How's it going, you guys? Damocles here, and today we are going to be doing another Should You Summon video, this time on Shoto Todoroki. He is the newest Class 1A rotating, S-Class character banner, and should you summon on him? As always, if you like these types of videos, let me know in the comments below and hit that subscribe button, people. It really helps me out. So, Todoroki. I own him, and he is basically my only technical character that is ranked up to 90 right now. I could bump him up to 100, but I don't want to. And it's not that he's bad, it's just that he's not as great as some of the other characters, especially at a base S rank level. And also, his dad, Paparoki, aka Endeavour, is going to be dropping like literally in 2 days. Sorry, I opened up the wrong thing. Endeavour is coming, and he is so much better. So much better. He is like the best PvE unit in the entire game. I'm going to have a whole video breaking down whether or not you should summon for him, but he is also a technical character. So if you're free to play and you're kind of debating between either of these, number one, if you're free to play and you're debating between either of these, do your research, wait, just feel them out first, do their little, check out their little previews, but keep in mind that as far as talent resources are concerned, right, they're both technical units, meaning this T up here. And so if you already have Todoroki and you want to pull for Endeavour, you can go and you can always like reset your talents, transfer everything over. Just throwing it out there. You're going to want to make sure that you have these talents built up. By the way, sorry, my dog is right beneath me and he's snoozing. So if you hear some snoring in the background, it is my dog beneath me and I can't move him. So all right, let's look at his skills. So, for those of you that don't know, Todoroki is a stance switcher, just like his dad, and he switches between hot and cold, obviously. His fire side deals a bit more damage, while his ice side has a bit more range, and basically all of his abilities can charge up. His main shtick is that when you use multiple fire abilities or multiple ice abilities, he gains stacks. So let me just hop into a training session with him real quick. Whoops, sorry. There we go. Okay. Let's hop in real quick just so I can show you. Okay, so Todoroki, you see this bar at the bottom, and basically when you're using, I'll show ice first because that's what he starts out in default. His Q allows you to switch between stances, so switch from ice to fire and fire to ice, obviously. His W in ice form has multiple charges, and if you have his chips selected, his set, he can charge it up like for a split second more, and it does like a little ice beam. His E just shoots out a giant glacier wall like he does in the anime. So you'll notice this bar, as I'm using his abilities, it builds up over time, right? And that is due to, using his ice abilities. And so when you've used all of his ice abilities fully and landed them, he gets into this special ice status where he deals more damage and he gets a little bit more defensive and HP bonuses when he's in this ice stance. And you can see it slowly ticks down. He does a bunch of extra damage. Then, just as it's about to finish, you want to go and press his Q because he does bonus damage with his Q. And now he will be in fire stance. And you'll see, okay, once you switch to fire stance, he loses all of his frost, and you have to build it up in fire stance. So you can hold this down. That charges. He shoots a giant heat wave at them. And then he also has another ability that is more like a flash fire fist where you can hold it down and punch them as well. Now his fire form does more damage in this stance than his ice form does. And so you can go and just pound him out with this stance as well. And so you just kind of, his entire playstyle switching back and forth between those stances in order to deal damage. Now, his ultimate ability, let me just put on ultimate unlimited power. His ultimate ability allows him to go into both stances at once. It doesn't do a super lot of damage in comparison to other classes. So keep that in mind if you're somebody who likes your ultimate to do big beefy damage, because it gives him those buffs afterwards, unlike other characters, right? So he pulls out the whole, Midoriya shindig that he did in the sports festival. And now both sides are activated, so he's doing even further increased damage. And that is Todoroki in a nutshell. Things to keep in mind: he is one of the only counters in the game to Uraraka in PvP, because when he is in this ice form, these little ice particles that he shoots out and the ice beam can actually hit her while she's in the air. So that's something to keep in mind if you're into PvP and you wanted some kind of counter. Personally, I wouldn't pull for him just for that. And his dodge, his dodge and his special activated ability is kind of meh. It basically makes it so when you do a perfect dodge, he gets little different bonuses. It doesn't do anything too crazy in that comparison. It gives him like some HP and what have you. And just in case I missed anything, you're more of a reader. You can see fire skills raise his body temp, and then it makes it so his Q does more damage once you're stacked all the way up. Vice versa, same deal. Pretty straightforward character, but that's Todoroki in a nutshell. Now, should you actually summon for him? I'm going to say a huge resounding no. You guys know how I feel about the banners, these Class 1A banners. You can pull them on the standard banner, so it is not worth ever using your premium currency on these guys, in my opinion, especially for Todoroki. Bakugo and Tokoyami are some of like the better PvE S-rank characters in the game, and even Momo is like one of the best PvP S-rank characters in the game. So if you were actually going to summon on any of these rotating Class 1A banners, it wouldn't be this one. He just is not that good, in my opinion. Like in auto mode, he sucks. Like I'll take him into mock contest, right, and like take him to something that he should be able to beat or gets like increased damage on, and he just won't be able to do it because the computer, the way the computer plays him is terrible. Like you've all seen like the Tokoyami computer or the All Might AI. Like they play the character really well. Not the same case for Todoroki. The Todoroki computer and the AI goes, and he basically never gets, like his whole kit revolves around those statuses, right? Like maxing out your fire, maxing out your cold. The computer does not follow that at all. You will rarely see the computer get to a point where it's maxing out fire or maxing out cold. So it makes him absolutely worthless as an auto unit, in my opinion. He's a cool character. He gets a lot more powerful when you get him to like triple S rank, and like, but that's not viable for 99% of the people, right? Like you're not going to be doing that, especially with Todoroki. Maybe if he's your favorite character, pull for him. But other than that, I think it's a total waste of time. 100% wait for Endeavour. Please, I'm begging you. Wait for Endeavour. Try out Endeavour. Endeavor's dope. I do believe that Endeavour might need SS rank to like be on, to unlock his full potential, but that's beside the point. Regardless, I still think he's a better technical character than Todoroki, and I cannot recommend that you pull on this banner. I hope this was informative to you if you weren't aware of some of these intricacies before. I guess real quick, I will just show you his... God, I feel like I do this every episode where I forget to do the talents. But his talents, nothing too crazy. After you use his ultimate, those status effects last longer. His attack is increased when he is in that freezing or burning state. And then after using his ultimate, he recovers percentage of his HP. But again, nothing too crazy. I just don't think, unless you're a diehard Todoroki fan, that it is worth pulling for him. So I can't recommend it. I hope you guys took my advice and didn't pull on any of those other bait banners. I hope you wait for Endeavour and just check him out, because he is the legit best character in the entire game for PvE. The question is, on global, does he need SS rank to hit that threshold or not? So I'm going to have a whole other video on that. Please make sure, if you have any questions or concerns or suggestions for more videos, go and check out my channel and hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I'm going to have a whole Endeavour breakdown and an Endeavour summoning when he comes out in 2 days. So make sure you come back and check that out as well. So follow me on Twitter, @RealAdamocles. Follow me on Twitch, @Adamocles. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.